This is from Pro Football Focus, and this one's really interesting. Defensive spotlight from Sunday, and this guy deserved it. Dalvin Tomlinson up the middle was making the biggest impact for the Browns defensive line. Tomlin sequenced of plays in rapid succession where he was in the backfield and finished with a near 16% pass rush win rate. So you got Dalvin Tomlinson, who's a noted run stopper, getting in the backfield and just really, the 49ers probably had to be like, can somebody block the big guy in the middle, please?
You know, I think that was part of the reason why Dalvin Tomlinson was so excited to come here, because like Jim Schwartz's messaging on defensive tackles has been pretty consistent since basically the Browns posted that clip of him calling Siaki Ika when they were going to draft him and talking about, you know, he wants him to be a Corvette, not a dump truck. I mean, that's true across the board for these interior guys. And I know I've asked Dalvin about that before, and he's like, yeah, like who wouldn't want to hear that? I think oftentimes too, like defensive tackles maybe get overlooked by fans, like unless you're Aaron Donald, right? Like unless you're this incredible pass rushing defensive tackle, you might get lost in the eyes of people. And even what Dalvin's doing, I think a lot of it, and I asked Kevin Stefanski about this today, it doesn't necessarily show up in the stat sheet. And he's never been a guy who is going to go out there and get double-digit sacks, right? Like he has been more of that, you know, that run stopper in him. But I think what he's always done really well, and what we're seeing, especially in this Jim Schwartz system, is he's going to go up there, you know, he's going to rush the quarterback. He's going to get pressures. He's going to impact plays, even if they don't impact the stat sheet with the sack, because a lot of times he is able to rush the quarterback and flush him out so that somebody on the edge can clean it up. And I think that's, you know, it's undeniable, I think, the impact he's having. And Kevin Stefanski said, like, he's a prime example of a guy that you really have to analyze the film to fully appreciate everything he does. But, man, it's just like night and day with that interior D-line compared to last year and these new guys they brought in. And I think even Jordan Elliott, who's the lone holdover from last year, you really see him, I think, improving compared to where he was a year ago. And I think maybe too much was put on him last year. And now that they've kind of ramped up everything else around him, he's reaping the benefits of that as well.